Okay, writers, how are we doing today? Is everybody ready to talk a little bit about their writing? I know I certainly am, and I know the day is getting closer where I'll be able to see it and read what you had to write. So, today I want to talk to you a little bit about editing. Editing is when you check your writing and try and fix it. Okay, you look for things that might be incorrect or strange, and you try and make it better. So the first thing I want you to do is go over the checklist. Now, the checklist will be posted in PowerSchool, okay, but I'm also going to show it to you here. So as you watch this video, you can pause it and go back and check your writing. So here's a basic checklist. It doesn't have everything on it, but it's got a lot of the important things. And you can see up here, it says overall, I taught readers some important points about a subject. Think about your writing. If you're writing about dancing or Minecraft or riding a bike or something like that, do you feel like your reader is going to learn something? Okay. The next thing I want you to look at is here. I wrote a beginning in which I named a subject and tried to interest readers. So make sure you have a beginning. And this part here where it says, I tried to interest readers, that just means, did you write a hook? Okay, we've talked a lot about hooks now. A question, an amazing fact, onomatopoeia. Make sure you have some good, interesting way to get your reader interested. And then I used words such as and also to show I had more to say. So look at the bottom part here. It says first, second, after that, next. That is important because also, finally. And you might remember there was a video a couple of weeks ago where I gave you a big list of these. Okay, so I want to be sure you have transition words in your writing. And also, this is not a transition sentence here, but did you use like or as to make comparisons to things your readers can understand? So there are certain words that I want you to use. Show me that you have more to say. Make transitions, okay? Change from one topic to the next, from one sentence to the next, and use like or as at least once. And then here it says, I wrote some sentences or a section at the end to wrap up my piece. We also talked about this in a recent lesson. So you might say, if you're interested in learning more about this game, try reading other books and try playing the game with your friends. Give your feeling about it and then make a suggestion. So if I were writing about flying kites, I might say, flying kites is a very enjoyable thing to do, whether you're by yourself or with friends. If you're interested, try reading some more books or go out and fly a kite. Okay, make sure your piece has an ending to it. And remember, we're not saying goodbye or the end or thank you or I hope you enjoyed my book. Nothing like that. Okay, my writing had different parts. Each part told different information about the topic. So you have your table of contents. The first thing in your table of contents is probably an introduction. That should be a page in your writing. Everything's got to be separate and neat. We're going to talk more about what the pretty paper version is going to look like very soon. And did you elaborate? I used different kinds of information in my writing, such as facts, definitions, details, steps, tips. Some of you are writing like your own version of a tiger term or something like that. You can add all of those things in there, especially in the picture box on the pretty page. Now, after you go over the checklist, I want you to read what you have written to someone. You're still in your notebook copy, okay? And can you read your own writing? Does what you have written make sense to you? And does it make sense to your listener? Do you or your audience notice mistakes? This might be a good time to go back and say, oh, wait a minute. I don't think that sounds right. I better fix this. Okay? So make sure before we ever go to the pretty copy that all you can answer all of these questions and that you can read your writing, because if you can't read it, I won't be able to read it. Okay, and then a very important step. Turn in your composition notebook. Don't give me any nice paper copies yet. And show me in your notebook where to look. What I mean by that is if you've got 15 or 20 pages filled in your notebook just from different activities we've had this year, just use a sticker or a bookmark so that I know where to open up. Okay? So I can find your writing. Turn this in the next time you're at the school so that I can see it and check it, and I'll get back to you with some of my thoughts. And then after that, we will be ready for the final copy. All right, boys and girls, I know I talked too much again, but good luck with your writing. Keep up the good work. Some of you are very, very, very close. And we are almost at the end of our nonfiction writing. Keep working. The end.